Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna start a new series named Entrepreneur. In this series, I'm gonna give you financial advices and financial literacy regarding how to earn money in your 20s and 30s and how to get financial education. And today's topic is stock market. I'll give step-by-step guidance how to start and earn in the stock market. So let's shall we begin? Okay, basically, what is stock? A stock is a virtual thing which you're buying from a company. It's like you're taking a portion of the company. I'll just give an example. When you buy, I'll take example of Apple. So when you buy stocks of Apple, you're basically buying the ownership of a company. And when the company grows in the future, we'll get the value of the stock increases, and we'll get the dividends or profits depending on that company. So this is known as stock and stock. Why does stocks for a company exist? The reason for this is to get fundings. See, when a company starts, it gets fundings from other ventures or it takes loan. But at the end, they have to return that uh, money with interest. So, how shall they get other fundings? The basic answer is stocks. They allow people like us and financial institutes to buy their stocks, a portion of their company, and they'll raise the money so that they can. And when they grow, they later pay the dividends or the profit of the company to us. And this is how we make money in stock market. How to invest in stock market? You need to open a brokerage account, or in India known as demat account, and you can choose. There are many brokerage companies you can find. I basically use Zerodha, and they have 2 to 3 apps which I use, the Kite and Coin. So I use Zerodha platform to invest. Guys, they just need your Aadhaar card and PAN card and basic information. It is very easy to open a brokerage account. So, and some of them may take fees and some of them may not take fees. Just make sure at which brokerage you're going to open an account and check their charges and their fees. Guys, take step and open a brokerage account, because many of them will have an idea to invest and trade, but no one takes the step. So guys, take step, take action, and do. I know you can do, guys. So if you want to earn money, take step and open a brokerage account today itself. How to invest in a stock market and how to find companies. You basically need to know few things before investing in a company, and just say what are those. There are two terms. One is fundamental analysis and one is technical analysis. I'll just get deep into this. Uh, Basically, what people do, they just see the graph of a company and they say that, oh my god, this company is going down. Later, now we'll invest in that company and later it will skyrocket. So, guys, don't do this. Just don't see the chart of the company and invest it. I know many of them do that. Just don't do it, and just do your research and know some basic terms, conditions, and all, and invest in that company. So, now what is fundamental analysis? There are like 4 to 5 things you need to know before investing in a company. First thing you need to know is EPS, earning per share. What is EPS? See, when you buy a single stock, how much earnings or how much profit you can get from that stock. If you buy a stock of Apple, how much can you get from that stock? That is called as earnings per share. And I'll just give you an example. The current EPS of Apple is $12. It is $12. So when you buy a share of Apple, you'll get profit of around $12 in a particular time or in a certain time. So this is known as EPS. Next thing to know is PE ratio, price to earning ratio. And what is price to earning ratio? I'll just give you the math formula. Current price divided by earnings per share. Now I'll give an example of Apple. So Apple is currently trading at $385, and its current earnings per share is $12. So $385 divided by $12 will give PE ratio of Apple, and that is $30. You need to see a PE ratio because you'll just get an estimate of if a company is undervalued or overvalued. At present, Apple is overvalued because its PE ratio is $30. Basically, if a PE ratio is around 20, it's mediocre, and less than that is undervalued. I'll just give one more example. There are two pizzas of different companies, but both of them taste same. a pizza costs around $2 and one pizza costs $4. So which will you take, $2 or $4? Yeah, we'll take the $2 one. So the PE ratio gives you an estimation of if a company is undervalued or overvalued. And there are two certain categories under PE ratio. One is TTM and one is forward PE ratio. TTM is 12 months of 12 months of PE ratio of a company, and forward PE ratio is in the future. What is the PE ratio of a company in the future? TTM is for 12 months. PE ratio of 12 months of a company, and forward is in the future. So next thing you need to know is PEG ratio. PEG, price to earning to growth ratio. And what is PEG ratio? It basically gives an estimation of how well a company can grow in the future. So if a company can grow or if it cannot grow, it gives you an idea of that. Basically PEG ratio should be higher so that you can understand that a company can grow in the future. At present, PEG ratio of Apple is 2.70 for 5 years. It means Apple can grow more than 25 to 30% in the future. So this is known as PEG ratio. It just gives an idea how well a company can do in the future. Now is ROE, return on equity. What is return on equity? I'll just give the math formula. The net income divided by shareholders' equity, that gives you the ROE. And why does it exist? Why you need to look at the ROE? Because it gives you an idea of how well a company is doing in its financial performance, how well a company is using its current assets and current resources to generate money. Higher the ROE is better the company. Invest in those companies. Higher is very good. Just give an example of what is ROE. Imagine if you have a house and you have 4 rooms in that, and you're giving that house for rent. If you give 2 rooms for rent and you're staying in some other house, you're basically wasting other 2 rooms. You're not generating any income from that. When you give 4 rooms for the rent, you're generating maximum profit, and you are using current resources and assets. So this is the example for ROE. I hope you can understand. So basically, companies should maximally use their current assets and resources to generate profit. Look at those companies whose ROE is more than 10%. More than 10% is very good, and more than 15% is excellent. So look at those companies. So next term you need to know is, the next thing you need to know is current ratios. What is current ratio? I'll just give you the math formula. Current assets divided by current liabilities gives you current ratio. This is very, very important, guys. I'll just say you why it is important. At present, pandemic is going on in the entire whole world, and companies are not generating any money. I'll just give one example. Take example of an airline company. See, at present no airlines are flying, but they need to pay the maintenance cost, the engineering cost, and etc. So they're bleeding the money, but they're not making any profit. And if they don't have enough money to sustain for that particular period of time, they're not gonna survive. They're gonna be bankrupt. So many companies, because of this have declared that they're bankrupt and the companies have been closed. So guys, look at the companies whose current ratio is very good. Basically, current ratio must be more than 1. Invest in those companies because they have more money than their current liabilities. Guys, I'll just give some other tips related to the stock market. Invest in those companies which are debt free, which don't have any debt. If you invest in companies which are debt, it will be very difficult for you to earn and generate profits. So invest in those companies which don't have any debt, and look for analyst ratings. So there are analysts who tells whether it is good time to invest in this company at this particular time at this particular period. So they'll just give the rating. You need to buy or hold or sell the current stocks of a company. So look at the analyst rating. These are the few things. Guys, this is the part 1 of the basic step-by-step guidance of stock market. In part 2, I'm going to give you my personal experience and how to find a company. Please make sure to watch it, and thanks for watching the video. See you in the next video, and make sure to watch the part 2. I make tech videos, gaming videos, and now I'm making financial videos too. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share the video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.